Hi everyone, I'm Ashley Audrain, author of The Push, which of course in Dutch translates to do, and I am thrilled to have a chance to talk to you today and tell you a bit more about the novel. This is a story of Blythe Connor, who comes from a long history of women who have struggled greatly with motherhood. And Blythe is determined that her own experience is going to be different, that she'll be the warm, present mother that she never had. She and her husband welcome baby Violet, and at first she finds, the very typical motherhood experience that many of us do, sort of figuring it out and sleepless nights. But it's not long before she realizes there's something wrong with Violet. She's aloof and quite angry, and as she gets a bit older, she realizes that she's, acting out in malicious ways with other children. The problem, of course, is that her husband can't see what Blythe sees. He thinks this is very much a result of maternal anxiety that she has had for so long, that this is all in her head. They welcome a second baby, Sam, and in Sam, Blythe finds that, maternal connection she's always hoped for until something in the family goes terribly wrong, and they are forced to really look at who their daughter is and who Blythe is, and what has really happened, and the family unravels from there. So The Push is, very much a novel about the expectations of motherhood. The expectations we put on ourselves as mothers, the expectations, society has of us, and, what happens when things don't live up to that. It's also very much a story about marriage and the weight of parenthood on a marriage and how that can really change a relationship. I think that this is also, explores nature versus nurture, which is, a debate many of us have opinions on. And within that context kind of looks at, what do we really owe our children as their parents? And most importantly, I think it's a book about listening to women's truths, about making space for their experience, no matter how inconvenient that might be, and the repercussions of what can happen when we don't do that. So I hope this book, is a book that creates conversation about all those things. And I also hope it's a page turner, but I hope that it's a book that keeps readers up late at night, wondering what happens and desperate to get to the last page, because that's always my favorite kind of reading experience to have too. So thank you so much to readers and to booksellers. I really hope that you love this book and that it's a book you want to pass along. And I thank you so much for your time.